Hi, in this video we're going to learn the difference between zoals and als. Zoals and als are not the same, and especially in this case, for example, ik werk een dokter. Do you fill in zoals or als? Well, this will change the meaning of the sentence in Dutch. I work as a doctor, or what is it? Okay, so we're going to learn this in this video. So let's first learn about zoals. How do you translate zoals in Dutch? In English. Zoals is like, but not as a verb. For example, I like ice cream. No, you're not going to use zoals. But you're going to use like in the other uses of to like, as not in a verb. Alright, for example, ik werk zoals een dokter. I work like a doctor. But that means you're not a doctor. You work like a doctor. For example, you do long hours, or you work in medicine or something like that, but you're not actually a doctor. Alright, so that's the first use of zoals. And the second one is, ik ga naar grote winkels zoals Deleuze. Deleuze is a big company in food company in Belgium, the Netherlands, and many other countries. So, how do you translate that? I go to big shops like Deleuze. And there you can also translate it as such as or for example. So I go to big shops, for example, Deleuze. So that's for zoals. So that means like. Alright, now let's go to als. Als, how do you translate als? Well, you could say it's translated as or if. Let's first see as, for example, ik werk als dokter. You notice there's no article there, als dokter. Ik werk als dokter. I work as a doctor. And then you are a doctor. You have a degree that says you can work as a doctor, and you're allowed to be a doctor, right? So that's the difference between zoals and als. Zoals would mean like a doctor. You work like a doctor, but you're not a doctor. And here you work as a doctor. You're a doctor. You can also translate it as in the capacity of. So you have the capacity of being a doctor. Well, then you're allowed to be to do stuff doctors do, right? You can also use it as als kind, blah blah blah, as a child, in the capacity of being a child. Well, I played a lot, for example. Alright? However, as is not really a good translation of als, because there are a number of exceptions. For example, as I said, it's okay. And here you cannot translate as in the capacity of, I said. No, that doesn't really translate well, right? That's wrong. For example, in Dutch, that's zoals ik zei, het is okay. As I said, it's okay. And there you're going to use zoals, which is one of the other uses of zoals. And you can translate it as like I said, as I said, or like I said, it's okay. So you're going to use zoals. Another exception is, as he was driving, I called her. And there you can translate it as well with while. While he was driving, I called her. And then you're going to use terwijl or toen. Terwijl hij reed, belde ik haar. Terwijl ik reed. Or toen ik reed, belde ik haar. And toen is only used for the past. So while I was driving, or while he was driving in the past tense. Alright, so there you're not allowed to use als. So that's why it's better to translate als as in the capacity of, because you would be easily confused with those while and the zoals. It's better to translate it as in the capacity of. However, als has another use, and that's if. For example, als ik 's nachts rijd, drink ik niet. If I drive at night, I don't drink. And there, if is als. You can also use wanneer, which is a synonym in Dutch. When and if are, strangely enough, synonyms in Dutch. So you can also use wanneer there. Alright, so to sum it up, zoals use it as like or such as, but not as the verb, so not as like the verb. And als use it as in the capacity of or if. Alright, and maybe you've noticed this strange structure in the last example. Als ik 's nachts rijd, drink ik niet. The words are a bit in a weird order, right? And I invite you to learn a little bit more Dutch, to click on the video just on top, where you will learn how to exactly structure the sentence when you're using words such as als. Alright, tot ziens!